Tilly Ejumano Abawiye and going for the should be talking on behalf of, and I say should be speaking for the
no, I like Tilly. I believe say Ejumano YN.
Okay.
And I say she a manager. I'm gonna make kasa because I think she's gonna go do a masters and I want to pay for it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The matter job hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey. Aye.
Ken Promise has promised to sponsor his PR till Akua Nipaa on full scholarship in pursuing her master's degree in public relations. Ochra or be man full scholarship, no the akwasena no ni then you people were dead. Dead. The details are here live on Roland Report. Make sure you subscribe, share your views in the comment section. Let me hear from you. Big ups to you. Officer Desert is holding me down, as well as Shagzy. I'm here to give you the pros and cons of this particular conversation. This is going to be a double-edged sword kind of episode. It is going to be part an editorial and partly on reporting on the issue. So, before I give you the pros and cons of Ken Promise's promise for Akua Nipaa, let's go and watch the video. He said this in an interview with Nana Romeo. When we come back, then we enter into the pros and cons of this particular conversation of Ken Promise sponsoring Akua Nipaa to do her masters.
Tilly Ejumano Abawiye and going for the should be talking on behalf of, and I say should be speaking for the
no, I like Tilly. I believe say Ejumano YN.
Okay.
And I say she a manager. I'm gonna make kasa because I think she's gonna go do a masters and I want to pay for it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because she's done a great job.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So
you want to pay for her masters?
Yeah.
Wow. This is a good thing.
Yeah, of course. Like she's contributed very well to what we did.
They never feel it Tilly in
Oka facts, bro. You know, and the thing is, she said one thing that I respect. She's like, if you're working with an artist, I didn't know can and you say or for me, like it's real, it's true. So all you do is speak the facts and amplify it. Made her job easy, and she represented it so well. She didn't step on people's toes. She was respectful, professional, and I respect that. And you know, my only little way that I can help is you know,
bro. Let me make a confession here. See, me cry beginning no. Now I was thinking, say, mene uni akasa cry. Now I was afraid. Me me kasa here, Vim ebe wini. But me tie Tilly we no, and my business is say. After listening to Tilly, baby, I may say Ken Promise. Because you know, said the Okano or Chira didn't emanate clear. And she spoke with numbers and or the facts in go. Until when you do the comparison, you say, I didn't hear there, but I not saw it too early. Because I'm not declare no. I was like, then I'm not the one.
He's a sharp guy.
Yeah.
I feel like he's one of my very favorite pundits on TV, if not my favorite. I actually think he's my favorite pundit on TV.
And you know, he also goes by the fact.
He's straightforward.
Yes, straightforward.
And you think maybe he's like my best friend. I don't even have his number, bro. But when I listen to the guy, I'm like, I love this guy and the way he speaks and how he submits his stuff. So big up to Arnold, man.
Wow. Kenya Mishrao.
Mishrao.
Abrante bi person your presentation. Joe.
Let me say congratulations to the Bidani MC portfolio, Ken Promise, and his assistant artist of the year, Akua Nipaa. You see, at the our level campaign, I'm artist now. Say artist ninya artist of the year. I also nebenya assistant artist and a deputy artist of the year. So let me say congratulations to them. But then, what are the pros and cons of this particular conversation? Recognition of talent and hard work is the first one. And of course, it comes with, when I saw this particular gesture, I was like, yeah. And I'm sure everybody will attest to the fact that Akua Nipaa's presence, her effort during the campaign season went unnoticed. Everybody saw it. From north to south, east and west, she was grinding. And your fan is also now. Your fan is 32 now. And now 36 now. And you're done wow. I'm about to do money stone boy. And she did it beautifully. Based on intellect, based on fact, based on data and how she moved without any form of disrespect to her opponent. It is one of the reasons why even when Kim Promise was giving her speech on stage and he forgot Till Akua Nipaa's name, people were like, hey, Abrante, braha say, are you are giving, oh yeah, Thanksgiving. Wabo mame abo nuanum nyina di na nipa na o say na no sese kan na no se tuo na odi kosi dwom ene obi obeba obi afire and the one money din. He made a screenshot of his speech and came to post it, and of course still his name was there. But it looks like people still wanted to know the way forward for Till Akua Nipaa's partnership with Team Kim Promise, whether it is going to extend or not. Well, per Kim Promise's explanation, we wouldn't know whether it is going to extend or not. But some particular gesture we gives a vibe of an extension, which is why I say it is good for recognition of the talent of Till Akua Nipaa and her hard work in there. At least her hard work has paid off. The second one is career growth for Till Akua Nipaa. Of course, Till Akua Nipaa in the space has been in the space for a while. She has been there, she's done that, and she's still grinding from a certain humble beginning, and she seems to be climbing, and it is good. So with this, and including furthering her education in that same line, forget it. Sisiade, you people die. Like masters in PR, you see, I would need more of a banner. Because it is good for her career and her growth, and I would say big ups to her. Positive public image for Kim Promise. Of course, one good turn deserves another. And when brands go on this tangent, it is not only to show appreciation for the hard work and the talent or the contribution that these people have done or given to them, but it also gives them some good public image in terms of PR. Yes, at this point, people can use that as a material to even share the other people and say, and I know portfolio ko ye bi, or your fans keke no ji. Apart from fans, fans so there, ye need fans. Fans, yes, but according to portfolio too, he said he was okay with the level of exposure that was given him. Tiebia, obi di eniska, obi di eni eduane, obi su di eni so de be yebeman scholarship di akọ sponsor yebeman scholarship e di akọ the masters e wo school. Obi su di eni say or the beje fans. Normal. So in this particular gesture gives a good public image to Kim Promise as somebody who is very appreciative. Obi ya de mana neni so, and he will thank you accordingly. It strengthens industry relationship. Yes, sets a strong example for mutual growth between artists and the media professionals. We all know the relationship between artists or these celebrities and media personalities, and especially pundits. So with this kind of bond and this kind of situation, I believe it is also going to foster that strength or that confidence. It is going to bring back that confidence that these celebrities would have in pundits, for them to know that, oh, if indeed we bring them closer and empower them, yes, we can use them positively. Because yes, Tilly's style of punditry, it is not everybody that loved it, or it is not everybody that loves it like in the past. So after this, at least it is also going to give that confidence to some of these musicians to know that, okay, and yes, our pundits na there are some that are doing very well, that we can bring them close, that can also help us. The other one is inspire others in the creative space. And of course, it is true. It is going to inspire others definitely in the creative space. So at the end of the day, people, other pundits will know that in order for you to benefit, it is not only about talking in kwasiasem, but at a point you can also talk nyansa, and somebody will notice you, give you a position for you to grow and excel. It is not only about that misconception in the space and negativity sells into be a person who no be a person numbers and you pick a personality, then boom, the person will get the audience and they think that is what success is. This is an example of a very good success that I think should be trumpeted. However, let's go to the other ones that I would want my sister Akua Nipaa to be very much aware in this particular position. And like I said, with the way Kim Promise spoke, it is not so clear whether the partnership is going to continue or this will be the end. But definitely, in showing appreciation by sponsoring her in her education, then you should be aware, say partnership, say a new officially in unofficially there, shadow, why say someone chen, or uncle tintin, what the ball cat. That is how it is going to be. And the cons, or some of the things that Akua Nipaa should be aware after this particular gesture is the perception of bias or favoritism. You see, from the beginning of this conversation, before it even posed as the PR of Kim Promise in this particular conversation, she posed as, okay, I am neutral, I am media, I am very objective and all of that. After this particular gesture, know that there is going to be a perception of you having a biased opinion whenever you speak about Kim Promise. And especially when you speak good about him. Some of us, we've suffered it. Whenever we talk good about Shatta, oh, because he's working with him. Oh, because he's affiliated to him. Oh, because he's in his camp. As I said, who in a camp, they are you understand? So it is one of the things. People would like that perception of bias and favoritism. That is how some people are going to see it. Public scrutiny is also another one. Now, if this is still Akua Nipaa on her Team Means Talkative platform YouTube channel, ebia onyamra akotena Peace FM kakra, akotena Hit FM kakra, no tuja. Now, you are more or less like a brand affiliate to Kim Promise. So the same public scrutiny your friend is saying Kim Promise would face, you might face some. And a typical example is Sammy Flex position. A Beyonce DJ Slim Kotana Hokan simply because they feel okay now he holds the position as an artist manager. So in their mind, there are certain things he's not supposed to do, even if he can do it without any malice intended. Unfortunately, he's now he's now open to that public scrutiny, and that is what my sister Akua Nipaa seems to would be facing afterwards. Now there would be another one, which is pressure on Tilly, and this one, it is understandable. You know, somebody would say, "Oh, na dondoni kra wa mene nana ba." Of course, we understand. It depends on what you call dondo. If it is the edition ya moto me, they are fine. Wait me a minute. Ne mom the edisi on the edition na ntembo ya ni bi na komene ni ehwe. Komene ni ehwe. If it is on that score, go and swallow and let's see. See, the job on TGMA and its campaign and its stuff, I want that was just kakedio. But the real job comes after this particular gesture. You see, now there is going to be lots and lots of pressure on Akua Nipaa, because now it looks like you pay information Kim Promise, because we all know how difficult it is for these celebrities to even go for interviews and explain their stuff. How these celebrities, it is difficult for them to even explain. She say a explanation Kim Promise on ma. Forget Akua Nipaa, it would be the one that we are going to call. So now you are going to juggle between your PR position, whether official or unofficial, your media platform that you see, you serve content to your audience, and your personal life. The next one is for the financial risk on Kim Promise. There are no Kim Promise. You got do, you go feed do that one there. Problem no day. But then the other one may be a possible conflict of interest. Yeah, possible conflict of interest. That is if Akua Nipaa will be able to juggle between her personal opinions and that will not even offend her brand, like the brand she's affiliated to, and that is Kim Promise's brand. Another one would be Strained industry dynamics. Yes, strained industry dynamics. Fellow artists and media figures might become reluctant to work with either of them due to perceived favoritism or politics. And some of us, we've been victims of these circumstances. Some of us, we've been victims of these circumstances where people will not even call you because they know, as Flex has suffered this. When we were having some stadium banter, when we went to book the stadium, you could see on the platform, they are free other side. Meanwhile, today no Sammy Flex's number. And the normal circumstances, let me buy you a drink. But then, they would never call him for him to even come and say his side of the story. To some of us there, we know and we understand where we are there. Shatawale in the car, we declare ourselves sinners. We know. Say, you're not free. So, given the opportunity, we will say until Akua Nipaa, whether direct or indirect, you are also connected to that side of the world. So, if care is not taken, now even the brand that you are affiliated to and their affiliates now becomes almost your responsibility where you cannot. Which is why if you saw SM fans like indirectly campaigning for Ken Promise, it is because of that. Because their favorite, which is Shatawale, is affiliated to Ken Promise and endorsed Ken Promise. So there was some bias, confirmation bias for them to also campaign. And you know, say if Ochnebi Shatawale is in the news and Ken Promise endorses Shatawale and you are affiliated to Shatawale, you dare not come and speak the opposite. You better go and Gambia. That is it. Public narrative control and risk of unmet expectations. Let me just hold it here on this particular one and say these ones they are self-explanatory. And this would be my short message to my sister Akua Nipaa for her to be aware. For us, for some of these conversations, there, even before she had this position, me can't catch her and say, hey, I wish that at a point, most of us that are public commentators or industry commentators and media people will do more or less like a national service with these artists, like get closer to action. And sometimes some of our perception will change. You see all the congratulations that are coming after Ken Promise winning Artist of the Year. Sister, I wish to tell you all be lie. But then, you need to sieve between the ones that are lies from the truth. There are some congratulations that are very genuine, are coming from a good place. Others are also coming as a trap. Yeah, but be the environment, which ones will use to hurt you. And you see the kind of things that at a point you were saying to some of us that we were calling you to tone down. Brace yourself. Because people are going to bring it. Press down. Your friend say, press down, running over, shaking together. That is what they are going to bring to your bosom. So my sister, at this point, just prepare yourself for the new task ahead. Congratulations to you and to Ken Promise and the entire team. We wish you all the best and in your coming days and everything. Well, I don't know what you think, but you can also share your views in the comment section. My name is Roland Amati. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
The matter chop hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye! Hey!